chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a
Gabrioni video. What was your favorite thing to get while trick-or-treating as a kid? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to tier list all the different things from candy to some unfortunate others to see what is best. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started.
And there's a candy corn in this one.
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
At the very, very bottom of F tier, right in under a pile of trash, we have candy corn. I think if you like candy corn, you might be a little mentally ill. So I'm sorry to my mom and grandma who both love it. If I was stuck on a desert island and there was only candy corn, I'd eat sand before I went for that. I just hate candy corn.
Now, let's see what the damage is this year, shall we?
And slightly above that, but a lot, like much further above that, we have a toothbrush. At least that's useful. If I got candy corn, it's just weighing my bucket down. I don't want it for anything. My dog wouldn't eat it. Candy corn's gross. But a toothbrush is at least useful. It's, I don't know, it'll help you. Just not food, so it's not so great.
I like Twizzlers. I don't want one right now.
Yes.
Steven!
Then I have Twizzlers, which I've never liked. They're just ropes of unflavored, terrible candy. I don't understand it. I don't know why people like them so much. It's good I don't like them. I like enough candy, but they're just not good. When I get those, when I was trick-or-treating, I was not happy about it. Then I have fruit. The tier list I found had fruit on there. I've never had that happen to me, but like, there's nothing wrong with fruit. But if I'm given an orange when I'm going trick-or-treating, that's weird. That like one piece of bad fruit ruins your entire like candy bucket. And I don't know. I think it's weird if you're giving out any kind of fruit in the during trick-or-treating. But it's still better than Twizzlers and candy corn. Next, I have dots. Dots, I don't understand it. I just talked to my girlfriend. She apparently really liked them. But I don't know. I thought they were using this stuff to make roads at this point. No, who's eating these? Who's buying these? I've never seen anyone buy any. I don't know if it's a Ponzi scheme. I don't know if it's an MLM. But who's buying dots? I gotta know. Comment below and let me know.
Me no dum-dum, you dum-dum.
Then I have like the generic dum-dum suckers. They're okay. But when I'm trick-or-treating, I don't want dum-dums. I don't know. Maybe I'm picky or particular, but they're pretty low down on the list of things that I'd want. There are much better versions of them, like Tootsie Pops and that kind of thing, Blow Pops. But just regular dum-dums are kind of boring to me.
These pretzels are making me thirsty!
Then at the top of F tier, I have pretzels. I have nothing against pretzels. But if I'm getting them for Halloween, for trick-or-treating, that's just someone trying to be contrarian, someone who doesn't want to get candy but still wants to give things out. What are you doing? Just turn off your lights. We don't need to go to your house. Get out of here.
When do you most enjoy having a peppermint lifesaver?
Then starting off in C tier, I have the Lifesaver Mints. I don't dislike them, but minty food isn't a treat. It isn't a snack. It is to freshen my breath after good food. I don't want a mint. I don't know, like, who's eating mints just as a snack?
Hello? Hi, Chuck. This is Peppermint Patty.
And speaking of mints, I got the York Peppermint Patty. So these aren't bad, don't get me wrong. But I've never really liked the chocolate and mint flavors together. Like mint chocolate chip ice cream, never understood it. York Peppermint Patties are okay. They're not terrible. But it would be a weird one to get while trick-or-treating for sure.
Have a hit. Rich buttery topping, smooth milk chocolate.
Then we have the Heath bars. If you're a big fan of Heath bars, you might be 200 to 300 years old. Like, how was the signing of the Constitution, guys? Because Heath bars are just old people food. I think this is another one my mom likes, actually, unfortunately, sorry. But Heath bars, they could be with the dots. They could help make the roads. Then I have Fun Dip, and like, I get it, like, oh, I'm an adult now, that's why I don't want Fun Dip. But like, even as a kid, I was like, why am I getting this chalk and dipping it in sugar? Like, I don't know, it felt bad even back then. And that's when you know it's bad, when like a kid is like, wow, that seems like a lot of sugar. Like, it seems like a little much. That's when you know it's a little much. I haven't had Fun Dip since like, I don't know, 3rd grade, and I don't plan on having any. Whopper. Then I have the Whopper. The Whopper isn't bad, it's just a lot of work. It's very like, I don't know, hard to crunch. And I got sensitive teeth. Like, it makes me feel like I'm going to break my jaw. It's like a jawbreaker, but like you have to bite into it. So they're okay. They're just more work than I'm willing to put in for a Halloween candy, you know?
Do you eat the red ones last? Do you eat them by the bushel? Do you find them under glass?
Smarties are next, and I have never bought Smarties myself. I think I had a lot of them from like kindergarten to 5th grade. Elementary school, they had Smarties for if you had the right answer for whatever reason. But I don't know anyone going out and buying these themselves. Literally must be teachers keeping them in business, because they're okay, but I'm not buying it on my own.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Sorry, E.T., but Reese's Pieces are next. They're not terrible, but Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are so good. Why are these pieces so mid? Why are these the worst things that Reese's makes? Because like the peanut butter cups, the cereal, like they have a lot of cool ways in integrating it, but it's just not very good in the pieces form. Especially when there are M&Ms and Skittles and other kinds of M&Ms to compete with, they just aren't winning. Then I've got the Almond Joy. I like almonds in a candy. I really like a candy bar with almonds in them. But something about the rest of the candy bar is just so mid. So like, I don't know. It just doesn't work. If we throw almonds and other things, like there's the almond Snickers now. Very good. But the Almond Joy just is so mid. Just so disappointing. Then I have Nerds, and like, who's out here buying these little BBs made of sugar? Like this candy rocks, essentially. Nerds are not good. The only reason I think they're still in business, because I haven't had these since, it's like the Smarties, since like elementary school. It's the gummy clusters. That's the only reason they stick around, and they're great on the gummy clusters, don't get me wrong. But Nerds on their own are so, not bad, but I'm not buying them.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
And to finish out C tier, I have the gummy Krabby Patties. I don't know if you remember those. The biggest reason it made it this far is because of the gimmick. They didn't taste great. They're fine. They're just gummy candies. But making a little Krabby Patty with like the buns and the meat and all that stuff was fun. That was a fun thing to do. So the gimmick really brings it up here. But I don't know. They're okay. Once the gimmick runs out, it's just another bad, like, gummy candy. But I don't know.
Say, it's Sweden.
And to start off the B tier, I have Swedish Fish. Swedish Fish always feel like they're missing something to me. Like, they're essentially the same texture as, like, Sour Patch Bros, but with none of the sugar or the sour or anything. They're just that boring. The flavored ones are okay. I had like a blue raspberry flavored one the other day. Pretty good. But them on their own, I've never understood the appeal. They're just kind of boring. I don't know. Maybe it's my like American taste buds. My like, oh, we need sugar and everything. But this feels like a European candy to me now that I think about it.
I lost. Earwax.
Then I have jelly beans. Jelly beans to me, they're not bad, but this just feels out of place. Like if I ever got them while trick-or-treating, I would be a little confused. I don't know, jelly beans feel very Eastery to me. Maybe Christmas even, but they feel like they don't belong around Halloween, and I don't know. The jelly beans I really like are the fun Harry Potter ones. Those are always silly and fun, but I don't know, just regular jelly beans are mid.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear.
In a similar vein, gummy bears don't feel like they belong, like, with Halloween or trick-or-treating. They're not bad by any means, but they're just, I don't know, a weird snack to have for, or not snack, but, like, thing to give out on Halloween. Sometimes you see the little, like, almost fruit snack packages of them. That's fine, but I don't know. They just don't fit in is more their problem.
The Ring Pop Party, with so many awesome flavors.
Then I've got the Ring Pop. The only reason it's even this high is because it was fun to put them on your fingers and just like kind of walk around. Other than that, without that novelty, they'd be much lower. They'd be right next to the Suckers. They're more fun than Suckers, though. You know, like, I don't think they're bad, but you aren't buying them because they taste great.
Hey, there's no Butterfinger group.
Au contraire, mon frère.
Call me a hater, but Butterfingers just aren't it. This is like the lowest rated, what most people would consider like big candy. Maybe Almond Joy, I don't know. But I don't know, Butterfinger, just the texture was always bad to me. Why is it so crunchy, you know? Like there's a Crunch Bar later on this list and it's less crunchy than Butterfinger. I never liked that. I thought a lot of other candies did the peanut butter thing much better. Then I have the Milky Way. Milky Way's okay. It's right in the middle of this list, and that makes sense because it's very boring, doesn't really have anything going for it or against it. It's just there. Then I have the Hershey's Kiss, which they're good. This just isn't the right holiday for them. I feel like Christmas and maybe Valentine's Day. Yeah, definitely Valentine's Day. But other than that, I don't know. I've never gotten them for Halloween, but I feel like it would have been weird to get them for Halloween.
Those musketeers are a menace. They must be stopped.
Then in a similar vein to the Milky Way, I have the Three Musketeers. Very generic, just candy bar with candy bars that don't have any crunch in them at all. Throw me off a little bit. They're just, I don't know, they're just okay. They're very similar to Milky Way to me.
And now, the final crowning touch to this cake. Take about
Then the Baby Ruth is a slightly better version of both of those in my mind. Like, they're okay. I don't go out of my way to buy them ever if I'm buying a candy bar, but they're not bad. I wouldn't be upset to get it in my basket or whatever I'm calling it.
Where's my milk duds?
Then I have Milk Duds. Milk Duds I used to not like, but then recently I'm starting to enjoy them and like understand the appeal. They're a lot of work. If they were easier to chew, I've got like sensitive teeth. If they were easier to chew, they'd be phenomenal. Like imagine a Milk Dud, but as easy to chew as like a Tootsie Roll. I think it would go hard.
Oh, that's all. Let me see the Tootsie Roll.
And speaking of Tootsie Rolls, they're next. I think Tootsie Rolls are good. Something that I remember from my childhood that was very good was the chocolate ones are fine. They're good. But there are other flavored Tootsie Rolls, and some of them are really, really good. Those are phenomenal. Tootsie Rolls, I don't know, they're easy to chew, which is going to be a silly like reason for this, but I don't know, they're good. Yeah, they taste good.
Sharing and smiles. Imagine.
This might be a little on the list in other people's minds, but I love fruit snacks. I think getting fruit snacks are absolutely fine in this context. Like sometimes you want like a little bit of a break from candy after Halloween, and fruit snacks, though they have just as much sugar, they do a good job. They do a good job like satiating that craving and need. I don't know. Fruit snacks are good. And there's Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers are always good. They're like very, very flavorful. They're just they pack a lot of flavor for how small they are, and they last a long time, and they're I don't know, very few calories. Like, Jolly Ranchers are pretty solid. Then I have the Lifesaver gummies. I think these are good. I think they're like a fun texture and like fun shape. I don't know. I think Lifesaver gummies are so much better than their like harder versions. Then I have the Hershey bar, which is okay. It's like, I don't know. It feels like an ingredient more than a full candy bar, which is what kept it lower on this list. But they're not bad. I've eaten Hershey bars. I don't know. It's not anything that I think I've bought outside of making s'mores in 15 years, but they're not bad. I forgot to tell you that we've been in A tier since Jolly Ranchers, but oh well. Next, I have Rolos. Rolos, they've been under my radar. I've never really had them in my life, and I had them recently. Those are good. They're like chocolate caramel little. They're like dots shaped, but they're soft and caramel filled and really, really good. You should give them a try because I don't hear people talking about Rolos. Then I have Trollis. These are usually in the shape of like worms. These are good. These are really good, and I feel like they're newer, like probably some of the newer candy on this list, but they're really, really good, and they're sour usually, and I don't know, sour candy's really good.
They're even fighting on the package now.
Then I have Mike and Ike's, another like chewy, good, like sweet candy, not chocolate candy, and I don't know, I've got nothing to complain about with Mike and Ike's. So like their little pill shapes, I think that's fun, and I don't know, there's a bunch of different flavors. That's awesome. I would enjoy getting those for Halloween. Then for the previously mentioned Crunch Bar. Crunch Bars are good. I've got nothing to complain about. Adding a little crunch to essentially a Hershey bar is good. I love a crunch, and I love the texture on the back of it. Like the bumps on the back of it. I don't know. That's really nice. I like the crunchy noise it makes when you eat it. Crunch Bars are solid.
Caramel, $100,000 bar.
And then I have the 100 grand, which to me is like the Crunch Bar, but with a little bit extra. And I always appreciated that. I think 100 grand is really good and definitely underrated by most people. I think, I don't know, you're looking for a textured candy bar with different flavors. 100 grand's a good place to go.
Caramel and chocolate.
Then I have Twix. The big thing that holds it back for me is the almost Butterfinger-like texture. Like, I love a crunch, but it's like too much. I want more give in my candy bar, as silly as that sounds. I think the Twix is good, but I think it could be better, and I think other candy bars do it better.
Daddy?
And the last of A tier, I have M&M's, just normal M&M's. I think they're a solid candy. I think they're very good. I think other iterations of them are much better. One of them we'll talk about later, but like, and M&M's are the classic. I don't find myself going out and buying them anymore though. Like when I was a kid, if we were at a concession stand, I might seek out M&M's, but I don't really do that anymore.
Two Airhead sour bars. They start sour.
Starting off S tier, I have Airheads. I think Airheads are phenomenal. I think they're the perfect amount of chew. I think they're the perfect amount of flavor. I thought the commercials were all really fun. I would love if I was walking up to a house and I left with Airheads on Halloween. I think that is a total win.
Have a break. Have a KitKat.
Next, I have the KitKat, which is a very unique candy bar to me because it is basically all just hard crunch. But I think it does it much better than any of the other candies, better than like how the Butterfinger does it or how the Twix does it. I think KitKats are fun to eat. You just break them apart and that's fun. Like I said before, the commercials are very fun. KitKats are really good.
Berries and cream.
Then I have Starbursts, which are phenomenal. I think getting Starbursts and having all the different flavors, I like that they're like individually wrapped, sorry environment, like that sucks for the environment, but like in general, very good. I like all the different flavors. Starbursts are great. Down to my last 5. I have Skittles. I think Skittles are terrific. I think they are a much better version of like the kind of candy like how M&M's or Reese's Pieces are. They're terrible for you, but let me tell you, they're so good. I love all the different flavors. I don't know. Something about Skittles was always really fun to me as a kid, but still fun to me now. I love Skittles.
Wait, there's a peanut inside me? Nice.
Next, I have peanut M&Ms, which is probably a bit nostalgic for me, but that's okay. They're really good. The peanut butter M&Ms are also really good. They're so much better than regular M&Ms. Like, it's not even close to me. Just needed a little thing, and I feel like they hit the jackpot with this.
They're sour. Then they're sweet.
It's okay.
Then I have one of my favorite candies of all time, the Sour Patch Kids. I think they're so good. I think these are the perfect, like, chewy sour candy. Like, Trollis aren't as good. Sour Skittles aren't as good. These are just phenomenal. I think Sour Patch Kids are almost perfect. My favorite candy ever is the Sour Patch Watermelon, so if that was on this list, it would have been number 1. But Sour Patch Kids are great.
Eat a Snickers. Better?
And for my second to last one, I have the Snickers bar. Snickers was always one of my favorites growing up, and getting like a full-size Snickers bar, especially on Halloween, was solid. It was such a good time. It was like, that could change your night. That could make your night so much better. I always loved a Snickers bar.
Great together. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Pure milk chocolate.
Lastly, and probably my favorite to get if it was on Halloween, would be a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I really can't find fault with this. I think they're so good. I wish there was a little crunch, and some of the other versions have it, but I think the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is near perfect and very, very good. If I left a house with that, it's a good night. It's a very good night. And Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are just king. Thank you so much for watching my silly video. I hope you have a fantastic day. Comment below your favorite candy and let me know if I missed it on this list or put it too low, too high. I don't know, just comment. Helps my video. Subscribe if you enjoy silly videos like this. I make them a lot. And I hope you have a great week. Bye.